How many battles have you fought today that only existed in your mind, not in real life, not in the world around you, but in your thoughts? You see, overthinking is like a movie that plays behind your eyes. A movie that you didn't ask to watch. A movie that won't stop. A movie that gets louder when everything else gets quiet. But today, you're going to learn how to press pause, not by force. Not by fighting your thoughts, but by finally understanding how your mind works. And how you can take control of it. Overthinking doesn't mean your mind is broken, it means your mind is active. Sometimes too active. It's trying to protect you, it's trying to prepare you, it's trying to predict everything before it happens. But when the mind tries to protect you from everything, it ends up protecting you from nothing. Your mind becomes like a smoke alarm that goes off, not just for a fire, but for burnt toast. That's what overthinking is. The alarm is loud, but the danger isn't real, and the moment you understand that, the panic starts to fade. You are here because your mind feels busy. It might feel like a fast-moving river of thoughts. Some are worries, some are replays of the past, and some are fears about the future. This is what we call overthinking and negative self-talk. Understand this first truth: you are not your thoughts. Your thoughts are just signals passing through your consciousness. They feel powerful, but they are not facts, and they do not define you. Your goal is not to eliminate all thoughts, that's impossible. Your goal is to change your relationship with your thoughts. You want to stop letting them control your mood, your actions, and your peace of mind. Breathe in that truth now. You have the power to observe, and the power to choose. When you notice the cycle starting, that familiar loop of what if, or I should have, it's time to intervene. Step 1, notice and name it. Don't judge yourself for overthinking. Just observe it. Say softly to yourself, "Ah, that's just my mind overthinking again," or "That's a negative thought loop." Naming it separates you from the thought pattern. Step 2, the physical interruption. The pattern interrupt. The mind and body are connected. Change your physical state to change your mental state. Move. Stand up immediately. Stretch your arms high above your head. Go splash cold water on your face. Walk into a different room. This simple change of scenery breaks the neurological loop. Touch. Wear a rubber band on your wrist. When you catch yourself in a thought spiral, gently snap it. The mild sensation brings you back to the present moment. Speak out loud. Simply say, "Stop," or "No, not useful." Hearing a command breaks the internal monologue. Step 3, the breath recenter. Return to your breath. Breathe in for a count of 4, hold for a count of 4, and exhale for a count of 6. Do this 4 times. This is called box breathing. It physically calms your nervous system, making it harder for anxious, negative thoughts to take root. You've stopped the momentum. Now, where do you want to steer your mind? Step 1, challenge the thought. Is it true? Test. When a negative thought arises, ask yourself 3 powerful questions inspired by Byron Katie's The Work. Is this thought 100% true? Can I absolutely know, with complete certainty, that it is true? How does this thought make me feel? Usually anxious, scared, or sad. Who would I be without this thought? Usually peaceful, calm, and free. Often, you will realize your negative thoughts are based on assumptions and fears, not present moment reality. Step 2, focus on the circle of control. Overthinking often happens when we focus on things we cannot control, like other people's opinions, past events, or the future outcome of the economy. Draw 2 circles on a piece of paper. In the outer circle, write things you cannot control. In the inner circle, write things you can control, like your effort, your attitude, what you eat, how you respond. When you breathe, look at the outer circle items and say, "I release the need to control this." Look at the inner circle items and say, "I commit my energy to this." Step 3, replace with action or observation. Shift from thinking about a problem to engaging with the present moment. If the thought is about an actionable problem, for example, "I'm worried about this deadline," break the problem down into the smallest possible first step and do it now. Thinking becomes doing. If the thought is non-actionable, For example, I wish I hadn't said that 5 years ago. Shift your focus entirely to sensory input. Look around the room. Name 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, and 3 things you can hear. This technique anchors you firmly in the present, where overthinking cannot survive. Overthinking only wins when you leave the present and run into the future or the past. Bring the spotlight back, bring it home. Negative thoughts are not facts, they are patterns. The mind repeats what it practices. When it practices fear, it becomes good at fear. When it practices worry, it becomes good at worry. When it practices doubt, it becomes good at doubt. But the same rule works in your favor. Practice calm, and your mind becomes good at calm. Practice presence, and your mind becomes good at presence. Every time you break a negative loop, even once, even for 1 second, you are rewiring your brain. Overthinking is not your identity, it is simply a habit. And habits can be changed. Here's a truth that will shift your entire mindset. You don't need to stop every negative thought, you just need to stop believing them. Let them appear, let them leave, don't grab them, don't follow them. A thought is like a cloud, passing, drifting, dissolving. You only suffer when you think the cloud is permanent. Your peace begins the moment you stop treating every thought like a fact, and start treating it like what it is, just a thought. So the next time your mind starts spiraling, remember, you are not trapped, you are not powerless, you are not broken, you have awareness, you have the pause, you have the spotlight, you have everything you need to calm your mind, and silence the noise. Your thoughts do not control you, you control the meaning you give them. And from today forward, you walk with more clarity, more peace, and more control than you've ever had before. Your calm begins now.